Hey guys, I'm Zeus, and if you like butter, this show's about to get better. This is DelmarvaLife, and it's showtime.
Here's the thing about a quality steak. It looks just as good before it's cooked as it does afterwards. And our good friend, Chef Zeus Gordiani of Benvenuto Restaurant can certainly attest to that. We're so glad you're back.
Yes, yes. Thank you for having me again, as always. Wonderful. Good to see you.
Yeah. So we're making something, I guess we could say surf and turf?
In a sense, yes. I think you're right. I mean, it does qualify as that because what we're doing is we're going to fire up these beautiful hand-cut fillets that we cut at the restaurant. And you can just, for you guys at home, you can see that beautiful marbling. And that's really what differentiates a really good steak from one that's maybe not so good. It's that marbling. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pair these up with something we do at the restaurant, and that is our lobster butter. All right. So the first thing we have to do is we have to get these steaks cooking, right? So, there's going to be different ways of cooking steaks, whether you're doing them on a grill, if you're doing them on a plancha like we do at the restaurant, which is a really big flat top, or you're doing them in a pan. All right. So there's so many different ways of doing it. Now,
you like hot. I've noticed that.
I do. Okay. So if that pan is not smoking, you're not going to get a good sear, right? And that's what's important. And that's okay. And if it gets too smoky, you can just move it off to the side a little bit. But remember, you want to have a really nice hot pan to get that good sear.
I just know there are alarms that go off if we get a little too much smoke.
Yeah, so if the alarm does go off, do not be alarmed. All right? So remember, always season your steaks, just a good amount of salt, okay? And what you want to hear is that right there.
Oh,
okay? All right, and that's how you get a really good sear on the steak. All right? So what we want to do is get these going. So what you're doing is by searing it, you're searing in all those juices. All right?
Okay.
All right, and that's what's going to also, lend to how tender this steak is, okay? So we're going to just let this sear and let the steak kind of do its thing, okay? Just let it do its thing.
It is doing it.
Let it sear. And while we're doing that, we are going to make our lobster butter. Now, for you guys at home, this is so simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with some softened butter here. All right, I use unsalted. All right, so look for unsalted butter. And we're just going to drop this softened butter in here. And this is so simple for anyone to make at home. All right, we are then going to go to some Old Bay. All right, we're going to add a little bit of Old Bay, right?
Old Bay.
I think we're in Old Bay country right now, right?
Yes, we are.
All right, this here is a spice blend that we make at the restaurant. It has garlic, it has a little bit of cumin, it has a lot of good things in here. All right, we're going to add a little bit of that, okay? We're going to take some parsley here. We're going to add parsley to this for nice brightness, okay? We're going to use some fresh basil, all right? And what we do is this fancy thing called a chiffonade, all right? Now, while our steaks are going, we're going to give them a flip. I want to show you the sear that I'm talking about, okay? So when you flip these over,
my.
You see what that looks like?
You're talking some color.
Oh, yes, yes. I mean, again, this is going to ensure that these steaks are going to be nice and juicy and tender on the inside. Now, we're going to do this fancy thing here that we call a chiffonade. And basically what you're doing is you're taking your basil, whatever other herbs you're using, and you're going to kind of roll it up, all right? Just roll it up like this. And then you're just going to run your knife across and make these little strips. See that? All right, and this is what's called a chiffonade, all right? Lisa's getting smoked out over there, all right?
I can see it.
But this is good, right? This is good.
And we're going to put that in there.
Yes, we're going to add this, and then we're going to also add that lobster, all right? So see all that? Now, this is Maine. This is a really good cold water lobster that we prepare at the restaurant. We chill it, and then we just slice it down, and we add it to the butter. So we're going to go all in the pool. You see that?
Everyone in the pool.
All right, so if you come in and you order a steak at Benvenuto, all right, you can crown it if you want gorgonzola, if you want lobster butter, if you want balsamic roasted mushrooms and onions. The sky's the limit on what you can do. All right, so we're going to finish mixing that, Lisa.
Okay,
you can
I'll
do that. Now, here's what we're going to do. Now that we have our steaks pretty much seared, all right, and I'll show you what the other side looks like. All right, see? We have a good sear on these. All right, we're going to pop these guys in the oven, okay? And what I'm also going to do is we're going to serve these up with some green and yellow squash zucchini. This is coming from our friend Patrick Helmick. All right, check these guys out. Helmix Homestead. They grow a lot of our produce for us.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yes, beautiful stuff. All right, so we're just going to add these, okay, to this pan, and we're going to pop this in the oven.
Now you've got this on what, 350?
This is on 350 degrees.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to pop those in, okay? And what's going to happen is those steaks are going to finish.
All right, well, while
right.
we have those in the oven, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to come back and finish this up. Stick around, DelmarvaLife. We'll be right back. Take a look at this freshly mixed lobster butter full of fresh herbs and spices. And more good news, it's going on steaks. That's right, thanks to Chef Jesus Gordiani of Benvenuto Restaurant, who's here in the DelmarvaLife kitchen. You've got some mashed potatoes there too.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got to have the steak and potatoes.
That's right. And you know, with mashed potatoes, the trick is just lots and lots of butter, all right? Mo butter, mo better.
We have
better.
lots
Perfect.
of butter in
That's
today's dish.
So your steak's been resting.
Yes,
for a
yes.
little
So we pulled our steaks, all right? And the one thing to a successful steak is just letting it rest, all right? The steak has to rest so that all of those juices kind of reconstitute back into the steak and make it delicious. So now, we're going to take this step further. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this out, Jimmy. You're
bit.
going to probably need one of
Thank
these.
you. Yep, going to need one of those.
Okay.
Where am I putting it?
We're going to put it right here on the stove.
Okay.
So while we were on break, one of the cool things that we did, and I'm going to borrow this from you, is, you know, we score our veggies. So look how beautiful that looks.
Oh, you know, I was
See that?
wondering why you did that.
Yes, yes, all right. And again, you know, we're going to eat with our eyes, and we want to make sure that, you know, all of our guests, you know, understand and they see that. So we have our veggie here ready, right? So we're going to set this aside for plating. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer these steaks back into the pan, and I'll show you why. Okay, so we're going to remove these guys here, all right, very carefully, all right, and you see everything starting to sizzle again, all right, and what we're then going to do is we are going to add some butter.
Okay.
More butter.
We need
We're
more
gonna
butter.
add some butter, all right. We are going to add some fresh garlic, and you know, we crush these, all right. We are also,
That lets out some of the flavor?
yes, that perfume that you want. It's not Chanel. But,
He said he was perfuming the steak, so
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Chanel.
right, some fresh thyme, some rosemary, okay? And all these flavors are just gonna lend to that steak. So what we then do is we sort of tilt this pan, okay? We keep our steaks up here, and we're just gonna baste, okay? We're just basting these steaks with this butter and this garlic. You can see how beautiful
It
that
is
looks.
very beautiful and
Yes.
smells beautiful.
It does, it really
I know
does.
you're very busy there. Tell us quickly about Benvenuto while you do that.
So we are at 249 Northeast Front Street, and we just serve up awesome food.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
yes,
that
we will
is-
attest to that.
Yes, that is what we do. So you can smell that in here.
Oh my-
I mean, again, I
probably
keep
smell it at
saying
home.
we do need smell vision here
Yes,
in the
we do.
studio. All right, so watch how easy it is to plate these. All right, so we're going to take our plates here. All right, and we're going to go with some of this beautiful mash that's loaded with lots and lots of butter. All right, we're just going to kind of place it wherever it goes. All right, so we're going to
Okay.
go kind of right here, just a little
Just follow the
little
mash.
side of 9 o'clock. All right, we're going to then take our beautiful fillets. You guys can see how beautiful these are.
They are beautiful.
And we're just going to sort of nestle this right on top of that mash. All right, that looks good so far, right?
Yes,
He
it
takes
does.
such care in putting it together, and we're just going to tear into it, you know?
With these big hands, right? And then this beautiful zucchini from our good friends over at Helmix Homestead. All right, we're going to kind of set these here like such. See how beautiful that is? All right, and then, yes, thank you, Lisa. We're going to go over
welcome.
to our
Do you need
lobster
this?
butter. Yes, we do. And just watch. This is exactly how you're going to get it when you come into the restaurant. All that lobster in there, all right? We're going to go just right on top, okay, of the steak. Look, it doesn't get any better, all right? A nice, beautiful creekstone fillet
I'm in
with,
heaven.
with lobster butter, all right? And just for good measure that these don't go anywhere, we're just going to skewer these,
Oh, nice.
all right, with some fresh rosemary,
You are a genius.
all right? And look, this is
There it is.
our creekstone fillet, all right?
That is
Crowned,
absolutely
yes,
beautiful.
crowned with cold Maine lobster butter.
So, Chef,
all right?
tell me the truth.
Yes.
Do chefs take as much pleasure from seeing someone enjoy their dish as they take from preparing it.
Oh my goodness! If you ever see me in the restaurant, I'm like this.
Yeah.
I'm looking around.
He's
right?
watching.
Right, and it's just there is a joy that comes with feeding our guests. That's one of the things that really drew me to this industry. Is I enjoy making other people happy.
And you do a
that's
good
where this
job
comes
at it.
in. How'd that steak cook?
It's
Ooh,
perfect for me. I love me a rare steak.
very nice. That's bomb, isn't it?
I hope you guys got a good picture of these dishes, because this is not going to last for long.
I think I'm weak in the knees.
It's so good.
So good.
It really
Zeus,
is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Fantastic.
Come back anytime.